Oh, it's a solo ladder. Interesting. In the solo ladder, huh?
Much as I would love to watch Ritual, we are watching whoever lands. Can you cross it?
Ever landscape cross.
And this is the secret. Fortnite is not like any other game, because other games, to get VODs you gotta basically like record your screen a lot of the times, but Fortnite gives you a pro level VODing experience at your fingertips. I'm gonna guess it's like green. How do I click on that? Wait, it's not there.
That clip I got was on Posted Hill. I defended it for you.
Good. I clutched a dub on Posted Hill. It's game 100. What the fuck happened? I just got teleported away. All right, we're gonna watch Mel. Mel lands Canyon Crossing. Now Mel lands what looks to be like electronics side. We got one team going north, one team going south. Mel loots the Christmas tree first. Gets full shield, shotgun, and AR. Honestly, kind of lucky loot, but you know what? When you are a pro, you can never say it's luck. It's always skill. Guy finds an Oni mask. Dude is kitted after looting 3 chests. Literally good to fight and like win a fight. He just needs mats. Okay, so we saw his loot path. Let's look at Nolam stand. They're hitting barrels. Okay, makes sense. Let's go back. Nolam stand. Let's watch Zach's view. These guys are acid dropping. I'm way better at dropping than these guys.
That might get me banned from the server, but who knows? He probably doesn't even clip.
Okay, I like that. Okay, Zach, I like that. I'm gonna have to use that one. This is why we watch pros land drops a lot. Who does this? Like, this isn't pro Fortnite right here, I'm telling you that right now. Let's watch someone else. These guys piss me off. Alright, Twitter. Sign. I don't know how to say this guy's name. It's just a bunch of fucking letters. Sinfoot X. Maybe. Didn't spawn is crazy. Nothing spawned for this guy. Okay. Where is this guy going? Oh, we can fast forward a little bit. Yeah, this guy's rotating.
Let's add this guy up. See why he griefed me. It's just gonna be funny.
Those kids got 27 points all fucking tournament. The people that landed at our spot that are pros. They got second to last place, 32nd place out of top 32. Let's see what the other team got. Guy named Mel. Maybe he got banned or something. Hmm. Oh, there he is. 18th place. Match history. 7 kill, 4th place. Let's see how. Alright, let's see it. What the fuck is that? Oh, these guys are ass. Oh, I guess they're just waiting for a tag or something. He's fighting clicks right now, by the way. Clicks, Muzz. Mel just hit for 100 Nox clicks. Gets out. That's a good tower. Especially if you have water bloom, because there's water in the house. I don't know. That's for fishing. Yeah, water is so key. You build a tower out in the water. Near water. You don't even need water, bro. You just have a bunch of fish. Food is getting fried. Not crazy.
Creek.
So this is bolts.
Peterbot dead. Oh, bro. Nice wraparound. Nice.
Bolts, Poyo, and Rapid, and these guys, they have a game plan. Specifically Rapid. Rapid's actually a really solid IGL if you guys haven't watched him. Rapid has a game plan that is, what's it called? Active. So I'll explain the two different types of game plans in a bit more depth. But basically, in my mind, there's two different Dojo VOD. Yeah, if you guys land Dojo, this will be very good. Unfortunately, we're not watching Muzz. We are watching Rapid Poyo Bolts. Also, if you guys are playing any edge map spot, let's say you're going Whiffy, you're going Frogs, you're going Shoguns, any sort of edge map spot, anything that's not in this like center circle right here, you need to have an active game plan, in my personal opinion. Because you can't be positional, because all of these hills, you know, like right here, this hill in specific, is going to get taken by the Box Guys team. So if you're landing Dojo, you can't go for this hill, it's going to get taken. How do you make a solid game plan? We'll be answering that throughout today. So first thing is these guys have obviously got planned out that they're going to have far buses. Every edge map spot, you can have far buses. So you need to learn this technique, which is just spam your glide. Why do you spam your glide? So you don't drop out the air too fast. Really important that you spam your glide like this. Literally spam it as fast as possible. And then now you dip a little bit. And then you spam again. And you're good. Now let's talk about early game plans. So as you can see, there's nobody around them. They're on-con, right? So whenever you're on-con, guys, explain what you should do as we watch. Hopefully you guys figured it out. Scout drop, yeah, that's what they did already. They scouted as they dropped in, but they spread out. Does that make sense? They spread out as much as possible, and they're going to loot out to in. So they're going to end up like all around this area together. Really, really important. If you guys are ever uncon, look, this is like, I mean, no offense to these guys, it's not as good of a team. You see they all land in the exact same spot when they've got this entire place uncon. Really, really bad. Because what's going to happen is they're going to like be 2 minutes into looting, 3 minutes into looting. One's going to be here, one's going to be up here, and they can get keyed, they can get pushed or split, they can do all sorts. Like genuinely really, really bad. So you need to spread out. So Rapid, he spreads really far north. Poyo's in the middle bit, looting the outside first. Bolts is way down here. Little things like, you know, slurp trucks and barrels, obviously that's important, but the most important thing is spreading out and then looting in so your timings are good. Does that make sense? If you guys watch any of the Blood X bonus stuff, it's all about timings. Like literally everything he says is timings. So now you can see the benefit of being spread out. What if he gets jumped? He can't get jumped because nobody's around him early. If he was here, then he went to loot up here, look, he could get pushed by a full trio. You see the difference? This whole trio could come and push him straight away. But now he's with his teammate. Bolts is looting back, so he's safe. It's completely fine. And now Rapid's got here like within 2 minutes, and he's got, you know, all the loot that Poyo left. He gets all the barrels and the buildings that he left, and these guys are going to get together. And this brings me to my next point, which is a lot of times metal isn't that important. Obviously, the spot you can't get that much metal, but you shouldn't be throwing your whole game trying to get like 200 extra metal each when what's the most important thing in FNCS, guys? Surge, yeah. Surge. Positioning, which also is a part of Surge. The one thing that I was saying is we'll take a look at Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual. These guys have better positioning. Can somebody explain why, quickly? They have way, way better positioning. Look at their position right now. Peterbot's getting tags over here.
We're closer to the middle
Cold's
of the map.
already cat mats. He's, you know, fishing up or whatever. Ritual's getting tags. He's getting a sprite way over here going for tags, right?
You don't have to
Because
waste
their
time running
priority,
around.
which is from being in the center. Does that make sense? So, yeah, they have a lot of space. They claim positions. They build bases on these hills. They use their TPs back. Very simple stuff. So this team on the outside, so any of you guys landing edge map spots, you need to be active with your game plan. Does that make sense? Don't understand. It's basically Peterbot. We'll go back and watch it, but he has a whole position to himself. He's got this whole hill area right here. However, these guys don't have a position, right? They're edge. They're getting shrines, which is good. So now Puyo's got the water boon, which is super important. We'll see that in a second. So these guys need to be active as Surge. So basically, what does being active mean? Fairly obvious, but basically means just running around and going for tags, going for damage, refarming around edge map. So they run into another team right here, and they're going to use the water boon. If you guys don't know, to get the water boon every time, to get the water boon every single time, you just claim a shrine early with, what's it called? Blob. I don't know what you guys call him, but the blue guy. They get a knock, so this is the benefit of being active. And these guys aren't actually that active this game. So they get this early kill, or like first, because this guy was overpeaking. Unlucky for him. And then for the rest of this game, I mean, they're kind of good for Surge early, right? At this point, but not super good. So let's watch. Chilling. Water spray, literally the most broken thing in the game at the moment by far. Not players, yeah. They don't give you max Surge, they'll only give you a cap of 100. But you guys can see the difference in playstyle already, is these guys are sitting in a puddle, edge of the map, trying to get trade shots on Booger and stuff on this other team, whereas these guys have a position just from zone. So if you're playing edge map, you can't just rotate and just sit on a hill. You're not going to get enough Surge. You need to be active while on edge. If you're not the most confident fighting team, I would recommend landing a mid-map spot, just because then your mid-game's easier. Yeah, Nox do good Surge. Most certainly not shooting. Biggest mistake people make in this game is not shooting their gun enough for like Surge. Okay, so this is a very big moment in the game right here. So what happens is these guys, they run into the position of the other team, sort of like a bad awareness sort of thing, because obviously these guys aren't going to move until next zone shows up. Like, they're not going to get the whole way over here. They're going to wait and play for it. And these guys, the other team, do a really good play right here, which is they split angle. So what does split angle mean? Peterbot is over here. He was shooting back a second ago. Ritual is up on the mountain trying to get tags. And then also Cold is doing the most important thing. He's doing a little flank. So this is also what you want to do if you're trying to be active for Surge, is you want to do little plays like this, like little flanks and things, just trying to get beams for Surge. So different angles. Because what happens is Ritual doesn't have an angle because they know where Ritual is. Like, Ritual can't really get tags because they're all just sitting in a box. But they don't know where Cold is.
Pokemon.
So Cold is able to get a beam onto bolts.
What up?
And this is actually a really important
playing
thing. What do you guys
Pokemon?
think? Puyo, Rapid, and Bolts. Rapid is the IGL, by the way. What do you think these guys should do right here? They're not in zone. What should they do? Everybody type out what you think Rapid, as the IGL, should call right now.
Gender
Even if you're not an IGL.
study.
Mask, TP.
Less than
The issue with
0.1% of
TPing,
US
though,
minors
just
take
quickly,
gender
is they're just
affirming
they're gonna go
medication
forward 100
75.
meters, and they're gonna have the exact same
yeah.
problem, right?
So
Yeah, good comms. A lot of you guys got it right. So the main issue with moving right now is they have the split angle looking at them. So what they do very smartly is
I
wait,
suppose it is like
pause,
kind of something that
let
gets
this other
blown out of
team go into
proportion, like
zone.
the thing
As
we
you can see,
focus on
other team goes in.
to like.
And now they go around. They TP. They
Oh.
go around. And one thing that I like.
I was just saying, I suppose it is.
Is they're really
To
not
be
afraid
fair,
to
I
use
suppose it
their
is
masks. Like endgame
something
goes, you
we
don't need that many
really
masks. In my
zero
opinion,
in on
especially
when
if
it's
you're
really a
active
small
looking for like
statistic
kills
of
and
people.
refreshes later on. You're probably gonna get a
The
mask by
like
doing that.
the trans.
So as you can see, they're not afraid to use their TPs to like not sit around and storm.
Although actually, I don't know. It's like they're concentrated in
TP's just
different
the only
areas though,
mask,
because
which
like
is kinda
actually, you go to my school and there's like one every. I mean, I guess they stand out too, because it is like only one
Get
every
in,
like 100
again.
people, but there's still like you see one like
Very
every
simple stuff right
every
here.
5 minutes at school.
Bolts takes the fishing rod,
But it is also like a magnet, you know, college.
and they refarm, block angles. Very nice. Also, one thing Rapid does really, really well is he is like just constantly refarming, which is actually really
Dude, stop. No, I'm just kidding.
really underrated. Like constantly refarming.
I'm sick of you making
while your
fun of me
teammates
like
have got
that.
tags, and also they're doing. I'm not sure you could do this if you don't have the mythic SMG.
Yeah, where is
There's
this
not really a
pussy
good
slump?
light ammo, is there? Apart from
We got
this
a date.
mythic one. But it's a good idea
And,
if you can get some type of good light ammo weapon. Like a pistol or something,
Tarky.
then
We get a Tarky date.
yeah, pistol's good. Nice. Refarm constantly. Water boon. Also very, very crucial. Why do they not go in this way like earlier? I mean, obviously it was because Peter, but whatever. The issue of going in this way is you're going to end up on congested side. I know it might not look congested, like it might look more congested up here, but you'll see in a minute, like all of these other players have got freedom to rotate deeper. So it's good to go up north and avoid that hill zone. Use a nice little TP.
I love you. You gonna sleep in the living room?
TP. So it might look like a bad spot, but all these other
Okay,
players
do you want me
are
to
gonna
just
leave
wake
in
you
a
up?
second.
Do you want me to just wake you up?
I think this is where they do
No,
actually
like
put
when
themselves
I-
in a bad spot though. So they end up like below this hill,
Yeah,
which does look pretty bad. But all the other teams are just going to rotate past them. Like they're all just going to TP
Okay.
past. It's really important that you understand that. Just because there's a team behind you or in front of you, you can just wait and let them go. And they'll be fun. Congested side, wherever zone is closing in the
Jesus.
most is normally congested
grim
side.
for the
So you can see
future.
here, right side's been closing in the most. So this right side is probably the most
My
congested.
poor dad.
There's a lot of teams in the tree area here for whatever reason, but
Still living at home, so he has this.
yeah, Bolts is carrying Rod
He,
right
he
here,
can't sleep in his room
which is a
with
good
my
idea.
mom because
It's
he
literally
snores
infinite
so
shield
loud,
if you can use it properly.
and he can't.
Combined with the water
If I'm
boon, it's
playing,
really,
he
really
can't
strong.
be in here. So he literally has to sleep in the living room.
Nice. Okay, can somebody tell me what is the issue with this position right here? So they had early surge. However, if you look at the top left, there's 82 people alive. What is
Sucks to have a
the
loser
issue with this
son.
position? No vision.
You
Yeah,
should've raised-
basically.
Huh?
Underhill, yeah. And no info, which is a very underrated issue. This
He should have raised me better.
Not a lot of people think, oh, bad visibility. Like they can't actually see anything. They should be up here. The main issue as well, though, is they can't get surge.
I wouldn't be
Whenever
living at home
whenever
still.
you're low down and you can't scout, you can't get info. You're also not able to shoot your gun because you need to be able to see somebody to shoot your gun.
Or he should have
It's
raised me
sounds
not
bad.
so good to where I
It's
didn't
true.
have dreams of becoming an engineer.
So the issue they're going to have in a second, 82 up, is that
That's a
early
better way to
surge.
put it.
This is fake surge, by the way, or not like
or
fake,
maybe
but
somewhere
like,
in between.
this is the very first threshold of surge, where there's only a couple people that need to die. The issue is as soon as we get towards like 5th zone or 6th zone, these guys are going to be way below surge.
Yeah, I
Which
tried
you'll
to
see
play
in a second, and that's
Pokemon,
just
but the
because they're in a
ROM
bad
that I
spot.
downloaded,
So this is
it's fine.
really not much surge. And I think
So
they
I
even
was
make
like,
this issue worse is they go back and fish
All right, I'm gonna hack
here
it
and use the water boon.
so I can get every
rather than, like,
Pokemon in
focusing on
Fire
getting damage.
Red
Like, nobody's shooting their gun right now. They're just
that's
running
in
around with
Leaf
a
Green and
pickaxe
Fire
out.
Red.
Which is fine for Rapid because Rapid
Didn't work.
got
Kept
the
fucking
SMGs, so he
crashing.
should be refarming his brick and wood.
Yeah, that shit
But
does
for
probably
Polio
has a
and
problem
for
with
Bolts,
ROMs
just
versus
fishing right here
if
is
you.
kind of bad.
I don't know.
Yeah, fishing is super strong.
I'm still trying to figure out my Raspberry Pi.
22 above, you
I've
guys
been
see
trying
now?
to download ROMs,
So that first surge has
Dreamcast
ended.
ROMs, but that's
It's the
takes
80
a while.
surge,
And it's
so that
harder
fake
to
surge that
find
just
them.
ended. And now they've got the issue where they're only 20 above, and this is, I think this is like 70 something surge. But the next zone's gonna be way
You
worse.
streaming?
Like it's gonna be so much surge
Yeah.
in a second now. Nice, good rotate. You can see how they're sticking north here. So all these teams north. You guys see the difference? Why I said north would be better, right? If they were over here, they would just be running into hill, hill, hill. It'd be really bad. But because they went north earlier, they went around this way. You can see how much nicer the rotate has been. It's like a little bit of a small thing, but you got to always be aware of, like, you know, where the zone's playing. Here they get to even more water, and now you can see 176 below. And I'm not gonna lie, they probably should have died here. I think this other team made a really big mistake. I think they probably should have like died or been really scuffed from this surge because they are really, really below. Obviously they have a lot of heals, like a lot of heals.
Yeah, what the fuck is this fuck doing?
They probably should have been more scuffed from this surge. They spot another team that wants to trade because the other team is below surge. Yeah, fake surge is when it's like, it shows that you're really above, but it's actually the next surge that's going to get you. Or it's like overlapping surge, where it's the previous threshold, but the new threshold's up. You can kind of out heal it, but then you can't leave the water, so then it's just scuffed after that, you know? I mean, they do play this well too. This is like just trading, I guess. Good aim as well. But like, you guys see how scuffed this could have been? Like just 5 above.
This
and
guy
that was
is
all
being
due
sketched
to,
lately, huh? Just fucking MIA.
you know, a couple mistakes earlier. Bolts goes down. Like, if they get keyed right here by TP, the game could be over, you know? Below. All because they didn't know Peabot's now mounted. Yeah. So we'll go back and watch this whole game from Peabot's perspective, because it's a really good game from them as well. They got second, I think. With a nice little clutch at the end we'll talk about. But this is basically what I want to show you guys. So what was the main mistake of this game so far? Like we're up to zone 5, now into zone 6. The rest of this game was perfect, by the way.
That was a pretty epic last little raid last
from being
night.
active, but then the positioning got bad, right? Because, you know, they ran into a team on a hill, so they ran into that position, which is not normally good. Then they had bad positioning themselves, like they were sitting below a hill. Then they were inactive, so they're playing an active play style, like trying to run around and get tags, and they were inactive. They were just fishing, they were just farming mats, they weren't shooting their gun enough for like 2 or 3 minutes. I DM Bolts, and then he said, yeah, good comms earlier, because it's literally like it's a huge issue that you don't really realise as you're playing, because when you're playing, you're like, oh, I'm 400 above, I can farm, I can get loot. But then as soon as surge hits, you're like 200 below. It's really shambles. That's how he got knocked, you know? But now the rest of this game was really good. So I want you guys to be aware as you're playing that, you know, even pro teams make mistakes. So it's fine that you make mistakes. It's just about having a good game plan so you can, you know, fix those mistakes over time. Now they're good on surge, 130 above. And what do? This is actually a really, really nice rotate by them. I want to show you guys. They try to get some more trades. Let me watch Rapid, because he's the IGL calling stuff. He gets his team up to full. He's going to scout. And he's going to do, not 100 meter TP. He wants to go a bit left here. So what they did is they marked another team. And they want to go a little bit left of that team. That makes sense? Just like this. Very nice. Always, whenever you're doing a TP, like at this point, make sure you use marks. So you all go in the same spot. Now, this is a really, really big thing. What is this called, guys? Hopefully you all know this by now. It's quite basic stuff. But what is this called? Dead side? Yeah. Should they play for dead side? This is a very important question.
I'm answering
Should
questions to the video I'm watching.
Look where they are. I'm going to say no because of surge. Right?
Like Dora the Explorer.
Oh, okay.
If you have really good surge, they're only 152 above.
You have to put it in
60
terms like I
up,
understand.
It's like the most stat game ever, these finals, because the money's so high. If you have really good surge, like these guys, you see the difference? Like, it's only 250 damage, but it's a big difference. I think it's worth going dead side, because you'll be dead side, you're going to be refarming.
Back.
You can get a lot of tags at dead side, but like depending on zone pools, you might not. So I think it's good that these guys didn't go from this position. They're in zone, they're just going to shoot their gun. Genuinely, like, just sit still. One of them is going to refarm, which I think is Rapids in this case. He's going to refarm a little bit right here. Not even, they're all just going to shoot. I think he refarms in a sec, but they're just going to shoot. Get damage on people rotating late. Refarms a little bit. And now, the one thing with Deadside, if you're on a good lobby and there's a good team Deadside, they're just going to use Deadside. So this is another like top 3 trio on NA. Canada, Acorn. Acorn's obviously a really good IGL. Yeah, this team was going way too late, as you can tell. They were just getting lobbied. They're going way too late. But good teams, if they're using Deadside, they're just going to go early and use Deadside to its advantage. So Rapid knows this. He tries to tag them in the back a little bit. And then he just fully prioritizes following the other team. So while Poyon Bolt's getting some more tags, he's going to say, guys, just follow me. We've got a free rotate. Really, really simple stuff. And also very important, they've used a lot of their TPs early game. Right? Like when they were getting held by Peterbot's team. So you can see they're running low on TPs. Very, very important, guys, that the IGL, so if you're IGL, you should always have the TP mask of the least TPs. Because then you think, you know, oh, we've only got 1 TP. If let's say you had 3 TPs, you probably do this rotate differently. So you want the IGL, the guy leading at this point, to have the least amount of mask uses. Yeah, they do actually look.
Buddy.
One thing I like that they do here is they do actually look for kills to get another mask. You'll see in a second. So now you can see they use their last remaining solar heals for these bigs and stuff. And they go early. Actually, a good comm as well is they didn't pop 2 bigs Rapid. He just went, pop 1 big and just go. So you're not faffing around. And then now, nice little late rotate. This is also what a lot of good teams are doing at the moment, is going late on partials when you've got the mask. Because let's say you start getting held by Acorn, you know, Canada Ages. You can just TP over them and just end up over here if you do TP right. You don't
Just
actually
wondering
need
where
to
this
go
pussy
early.
ass is.
Like, you can go late, get tags, and then maybe get a kill like this. Look what they do. They spot 2 teams fighting. Get
Where are you
beam on
watching?
Booger right there. I think they also knocked
I'm watching a VOD of
Reed
Fortnite.
as well. And they go over and fight. And this is really, really important, guys. What is the #1 thing when you're fighting as a trio? Just mute one of my mics. Fighting together, triple sprays.
Being aware of where your team is.
No, triple at this point. No, you shouldn't be like triple
You know,
split.
it'll help with
I
that.
think you mean like triple spraying. But basically, the whole
A
point
better
of fighting together
computer.
at this point is be helping your teammates. So be standing on the same
Tarky.
like area as your teammate, helping
Wow.
each other. Because now if
Weird.
Poyo gets edited
Weird.
on, look, his teammates can help edit him back. This is so important. You see the edit back right there to help save him. Also, Bolts is like being risky, trying to go for loot on the bodies, and other teams fighting for it as well. You see how they're helping each other out? Really, really important. Literally all 3 of them just sitting in the same space, able to go get all this loot. Now this looks really, really risky. You see Rapid gets stuck. If Rapid is alone here, 100% dead, right? Like 100% dead. They get above, claim all this space, and they're gonna claim all this loot. And this is what I mean when they're fighting for the mask. You can see, gets the mask, most important thing, and now they're good. Fresh mask on both of them, and they're completely chilling. And I also like this really good play by Rapid as well.
Well, you got
is-
offended?
If you're ever in a situation where there's like a
No,
lot
I'm trying to
going
call
on,
slump.
right? As you can see, there's a lot.
I
named
going
my
on.
Squirtle
Fighting
after
and
you.
Scuffed on Logan. Just go up layers like he does here, and just like overbuild in metal and just make sure you're good.
I don't know
Because
what to say to that.
what's going to happen next, guys? Yeah, go up elevation.
Thanks.
What's the next zone after this? Really, really simple stuff.
I think-
But
Should be
let's go back in.
thankful. It's my Squirtle. And then my game
Max.
crashed,
Yeah, it could
so
be
then
Max.
I named it
That's a good
Panda.
point. It could be Max. Like it could absolutely be like a up that hill.
But I
When you
was
need a
like,
Sonic
However,
horn?
it also could play right
Yeah.
on your head. It could be the 8 zone.
Panda,
Squirrel
no,
horn,
Right back
never
on your
mind.
head, and then you take height, and then you win the game.
Nothing.
So it's always a good play at this point. Zem zone.
Summa
Don't
llama,
just sit
duma llama,
like
you
boxed
a
on low
summa
ground
llama
like
human.
Booga's team was, because that's actually how they got killed. They were like boxed on low ground fighting another team. Instead, just use mats, especially because these guys were very, you know, active and
Dude,
refarming.
you can't just
earlier. It was
go
a
into
little bit
here
risky on
solo,
search, but
bro.
they're active and refarming.
Solo.
Is, you know, there's a potential for pulling zone here, and there's also a
I guess I
potential
just
if it
do a
goes
scout
far, you've got an
mission
easy
solo.
rotate with mask from high layer, which is what happens. Far zone. Also, a big thing is this zone got. It used to be 50 seconds on this zone, but it's only 35. So you need to be a little bit quicker on rotating here. Nice little forward mask onto the old builds. Very simple stuff. I actually do like the fact they're literally just mirroring Canada's team this whole game, as you can see. And if you take a look at Canada's team, they're like pretty decent, but they're not good mats is the issue. Compared to these guys, are just really stacked on mats at this point.
So Tarkov is in Ukraine. We need a game where we
Nice.
fight in Gaza.
Very chilling. Let's go watch Rapid again.
It's
That would
called
be
the
fucking sick.
CS:GO.
Really? Okay.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
That's fun.
Yeah, if there's another team doing dead side, you guys shouldn't do dead side. And also, if there's another team doing an early rotate, so Acorn and Canada's team, they were early rotating.
Bro, I
a
have
lot this
no
game.
fucking
You
sweets.
don't want to early rotate with another team early rotating. It just
I'm gonna
defeats the
die
point, right?
tonight.
You want to go late in that case,
So-
which is what these guys normally do.
One of the maps is a. It's like
It's
a
actually really
festival.
important that you guys
Israeli
learn
festival.
that. Now,
Oh,
what are they
no.
doing?
Bad joke.
He's scouting out with the... You see how he's put a mark down so his teammates have better lineups? Very nice lineup right there. That's like a 80-meter TP, so you can't do this straight up in the air. Again, help your teammate. Make sure you're all safe together. One split. So they're gonna... Like, right there, like, if Puyo is not getting helped, he might have died there because there's a player on his wall fighting him. Like, if you're ever in a box safe, always turn around, look where your teammates are, guys. Like, genuinely just look, try to find their name, and try to look to help them. Like, edit towards them, make it easy for them to follow you.
Yup.
It's really
That's good advice.
nice. Again, what should they do here? Somebody tell me, what should they do in this
I
single...
killed that guy
in this
last
single
night.
box?
Our teammate. His little
Get
brother.
their mats,
Sorry.
scout,
fool.
space, focus.
No, he was straight in prone and then he popped up
Oh.
with his gun
I
looking
think
at
Rapid
me. I
has got
just
it right.
fucking
Rapid
popped
is
him.
actually really, really good as an IGL. He's just going up. Like, the whole... Why would you build a box forward here, right, and make more space or out here? Why would you do that when you can just go up, right? Look, he's got height at this point. If they pull zone, they've got height. If it goes over this way. It's actually so important that you guys do this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, just always think, okay, we're in two boxes, we're safe. Let's just go up and just have a look. Scout, look up a little bit. And it's not that many mats, to be honest. And if zone pulls straight to them here, they have a very easy height hold. They do a very nice play in a second. So you can see zone pulls far. How do you guys think you would play this? Don't say what you think the pro's going to do. How would you play this? So they're not front side. They're pretty far back, right? But they have TPs. It's the really important thing here. So they're pretty far back. Zone's playing over here. There's nobody up on height, really.
I just stay on the left side, the north side of the map.
Ah, cocksucker. White.
Front TP.
Goddamn cocksucker.
Let it open a little. Good
Yes.
comms on the let it open. TP front and crank. The issue if you TP front now and crank is you use so many mats and other people are going to TP onto your head, right? Like they're just going to land near you on your head or whatever. You're also going to get looked at by like everybody over here probably. So you got to wait and you got to understand this timing. I'll explain this timing in a second. So what do they do again? Yeah, look, if they went front height and start cranking, this team would literally pop their orbs on their head and it'd be really scuffed.
Get on this shit, fight some fools with me.
Also, Canada here, like, he can't go front and crank because his mats aren't that good. If you guys see. They've only got, like, you know, 1,500 mats for a whole trio. It's not bad, but, like, they can't really go play for height. So what does Rapid do? Builds up, like I've been saying the past two zones. Very nice. Builds up one more time.
This is weird.
Again, not the craziest mat investment here, if we're being honest. Like, this is a good bit of mats, but it's not like he's cranking up like 2x1s backside and going super high. He's just cranking up a little bit, being somewhat cheap at the same time. And now, this is the really important thing, is rather than TPing late, or rather than TPing, you know, what's the word, early, like front, like you guys were saying, they want to TP middle, if that makes sense. So let me watch this from Drone Free real quick.
I like this.
So, yeah, you don't want to be early right now. You want to TP just as zone is like here. Can you guys see my cursor, right? Really, really important for height. You don't want to TP here because somebody else is going to look up and take it. It's too late. You don't want to TP here because you've got to build too much People are going to TP on your head. If I just watch this from the whatever, you're going to see like clicks, muzz, they're all going to land like somewhere here. It's going to be a little bit scuffed if you were to do that, as you can see, right? Like all these teams are going to land edge or middle, depending on what's going on. So what these guys do is they're going to TP middle of zone. So look, as soon as this other team throws their orbs, you see, it's really important for Rapid. He's the one who first threw it. As soon as that team builds front side, okay, literally as soon as they did that, Rapid threw his orb and he pops it midair. So obviously he's not, you know, popping on top of someone's cone.
I like that.
Pops it midair, goes down, connects here. Really, really important stuff. He connects there. It's not limestone. This is oh, it's limestone. Sorry. Connects there and then connects there. You guys see that? Look how many walls he's got connecting now. 1, 2, 3, right there. Really important stuff, like genuinely so important. Then Poyo's also gone ahead and connected from down here, just like that. And Bolts has done a pretty similar thing, as you can see, connected down there. Does that make sense, guys? Does everybody understand that? Like how they played height there? Invest mats backside. Obviously, they had good mats in the refresh.
Any cookies
No,
or anything
alright, let's go back
anywhere?
and watch. It's fine. I want
Do you have any
drill this in
cookies
because this is
hidden
actually
anywhere
the best
besides
way of
this?
taking height. Because the thing others are taking height this way is nobody else can take it from you. Yes, there'll be notes. You need to make your own notes though. I'd really recommend as you guys watch, you make your own notes. So first thing they don't do is they don't TP front side like Canada did, who's playing low ground. So Canada's playing low ground, trying getting refresh, whatever. It's fine, good play. They're not TPing front side here because everybody else is going to TP ahead. Like here, this team is going to TP ahead and they'd end up landing on your head. It'll be scuffed, 50-50s, all that stuff. And you could also get chopped out. Like you allow too much time to get chopped out. So what they do is they play backside or just, you know, wherever their height was. And they're waiting for zone to just about to show up, like about to be here, if that makes sense. Okay? They're looking, getting some shots.
This is zone
That's actually what's
9.
Rapid, because Rapid doesn't shoot his gun here. He's just focused on
Very interesting.
the timing. So you can see he's thinking about it. Is that hill good? Should I go for a hill? And then look, as soon as he sees that team building up right there, you guys see that? As soon as he sees that second height that he can connect to, it's not the biggest, it's only a low ground second height, but as soon as he sees that, and he sees zone is about here, he TPs
Well, I'm
over,
gonna
and
go
he
to the
goes
store
over
real
and
quick
connects
before they
twice,
close.
just like
All right,
this.
yo,
and they've
Tanner,
got
let me
height.
ask you real quick. If I could
And
find
it's
us
almost impossible to counter
multiplayer
that first moving height take.
ROM of
Because
Pokemon
first
like
of all, they're
Leaf Green,
backside.
would you
If you
do it
go
with
front
me?
side, they're just going to beam you while you're going up.
Where we
And
can
then there's a
trade and
very
shit?
small timing window where they're going over.
Um,
They also
Same
go over
map.
one by one. As you can see that. They go over one by
Yeah.
one. They're all going at different timings.
Alright,
So if
cool.
you were contesting them, there'd be like another
Have
one
a good
landing on
night,
your
bro.
head, another one landing on your head, another one building up. Like, it's very hard to deal with that height take. But yeah, very, very important height to take. Nice. Wait for them to build. You just want to build up insta as soon as you can. Nice. Now what are they doing? They're waiting for zone swap. Very important stuff. You don't want to build before zone swaps. So you obviously don't waste mats or whatever. Now Rapid builds over. Do you guys think this is a good height top? Let's just quickly pause for a second. If you are playing height, do you think this is a good height top? I think this is really good. I'm not gonna lie. Why is it good? First of all, let's just look here. There's nobody underneath them. You guys see? Absolutely nobody below them, so they can't get blindsided. You guys know what blindsiding is? It's when there's a team. Let's say you are on this side of height. There'll be a team sneaking underneath you and they build up or they TP on your head or whatever from underneath you. Really, really important. Next thing is they have loads and loads and loads of info to shoot. So nobody can, you know, everybody in the lobby is in front of them and they're shooting their guns the whole time. All right. And then the final thing
No. Stop.
is it's pretty cheap on mats as well. Like it's only doubles the whole way across. And I don't know, they're not faffing around wasting mats going like super wide with their top. The issue with the wide like double top is you don't actually get any stronger connections. Like this is double metal the whole way across. Which is really important. It's easy to chop. Okay. Who would chop them right here is the question, though. So you have to chop double metal. The only place it's not double metal, by the way, is like a little single brick over there, which nobody realized. The only team that could really chop them, to be honest, is a team like right here. And even then, it's solid metal. And if they were to get chopped, they wouldn't even take full because they would just, you know, place 2 walls and connect. So these teams on this side, the reason why they tarped on that side is so they can't get chopped because they're spraying everybody. Like if you're shooting your gun, all 3 of you shooting non-stop, which they've been doing the whole time while tarping, you just can't get chopped. They do the same thing on a later zone as well. I'll show you guys. Yeah. So let's say just quickly a team here wanted to chop. Let's say it's Ritual, right? Very good height team. Let's say they wanted to chop. How are they supposed to chop that? They'd have to shoot there as the weakest point, or even like there so it can't get connected again. And there's 3 of them just shooting down straight away. It's really hard to do. Again, they're not overbuilding before zone swaps, as you can see. They're waiting for zone pull. Right, their bolts get beamed actually. And this is the point Peterbot actually makes a kind of a crazy play. We'll go back and watch this in a second. But he tries to go for height, which I do respect, but he just kind of gets put down insta. A little bit unfortunate. Because he got a beam right there. So they were waiting for zone to swap, and the guys on height, I think it was Bolts got beamed, and then Peterbot went up with a blade. Peterbot trying to hit. I think Peterbot's the only player in the world that would try to 1v3 height off a single crack. Like there's 500 HP on height, and he's like confident enough to just go up with a blade and try to 1v3. I do respect it though. Alright, now for the rest of this game, what are they doing, guys? Why is my camera over here? What are they doing again? As you can see, they are tarping edge of zone. Really, really important stuff. You guys can see they're tarping on a side of zone. Bolt's got a nice little kill. Giving hides to RGL. Absolutely perfect stuff. Look how edge they are, by the way. Like they're literally like taking ticks on the side of zone, just so they're not in the middle, getting blindsided. Only now do they do this little like hook around to shoot. Very nice. Bolts goes down. Very nice. They get a little bit low on height. They realize it's 2 solos, so they just play all together. 2 solos is like worse than playing against the duo, to be honest, because the solos are like, you know, could be really good. And they're going to be playing like for top 2, you know, not playing for the win that duo would be. So they take out 1 player and they take out Cold at the end. Alright, does anyone have any quick questions about that game? So we basically covered active game plans, like being active from an edge map spot, as well as, you know, mid-game